I gave you my heart.
Okay. A little bit of traffic. Got stopped by the one stoplight here, and that was working today at the outside the subdivision. Without that traffic light, though, sometimes those guys could never get out their subdivision because of the traffic. Or minimum, at least, you'd have to turn right, go way down the road, make a U-turn. But they put a traffic light in there, and every once in a while it does work to let the residents out of the subdivision. And you see there's quite a bit of traffic this early in the morning, a little after 8. Most places are opening, back open for business. Gas prices are starting to go back up. Still no jeepney. But normally this is bustling. Jeepneys are bustling down this road between here and the other Bulacan cities. You know, locally and, you know, from here to another city and back and forth. Like I said, jeepneys are basically the primary modes of transportation. They are very cheap. Short distances are normally not about 9 pesos, which is about 9 cents. You jump on the back of this thing and you go down, you know, pretty far down the road for 9 cents. And like when I go to another city, I pay about 20, 30 pesos, so it's about 30 cents to go to another city, which is about 15, 20 minute ride. So it's well worth the economic affordability for the local populace. Most folks have tricycles or motorcycles. The small ones, 125, 150, 175. It's not really a big bike. You know, other than MCers, the motorcycle clubs, nobody has the big bikes. Most, or I should say, some motorcycle clubs are any class of bike. Then you got one club is got to at least have a 400cc or bigger to be in this one club, and then the club I associate with is 600cc, 650cc or bigger. That's how I ended up with my Kawasaki Vulcan. If I had it all do again, I would have went back in time. But it would have been really, really painful, and it's really corrupt. But I wish I could have got my Harley over here from the States. But like I said, it's very painful to get the tax and import fees. At the time I didn't have a license, so I don't even know if they would let me pick it up. So I went with the okay, I'm gonna buy a new bike when I get here. But the Harley Davidsons are so expensive here. So expensive. And so I'm like, well, you know what, let me go ahead and get this Kawasaki as a starter bike. Gets me going, allows me to get my license, allows me to get back on twos. I can still obtain my goal of what I'm trying to achieve. Okay, is our first jeepney. There's one jeepney. That's our first jeepney we saw. That's actually in service. It's got the plastic separating the passengers with the ones in it. But again, it's still pretty early. on a Monday morning here in Bulacan area, and it's new, so it's like this like the first day of jeepneys are back. Okay, there's our second jeepney. We're coming up behind it. It came off the side road. So this right here is a jeepney. Basically, when the U.S. left the war, they left all these jeeps. So the guys, what they did, they took the jeep and they extended them and made jeepneys out of them, which became the primary mode of transportation for most folks here. And they got on the side and the front, there's little placards that they pop up. Okay, I'm going from this place to this place. They get to that place, they'll flip up another placard to go from that place to this place, or the return trip from that place to, back to where ultimately where they picked you up. They go back and forth. They have routes, and you got to buy your route. But jeepneys are typically manual transmission. They have diesel engines, so they smoke a lot. There is a push to basically get rid of the jeepneys. In the city, they got a big thing going now of electric e-trikes. So they're basically trying to get away from the jeepney to improve the pollution. We're a little early, but that's a line for the point-to-point bus over there. So everybody's in line for the going from this city to another city point-to-point bus here at the Robinson Mall terminal. And you can see they got the tricycles back in full swing. There's jeepney parking here, basically city-to-city jeepneys, which is way cheaper than the bus. But the bus isn't that bad. It's like 65 pesos to go all the way to Manila, which is takes you about 2.5 hours. But it's for about $1.20. So, and it's air conditioned, nice, comfortable seat. So it's not too bad. Jeepney, on the other hand, is much cheaper, but no air conditioning, really cramped. You're sitting on a bench. You can't really sit back. You can't sit up really. So it's has its pros and cons. Morning.
Saan po tayo, sir?
Who?
Saan po tayo, sir? How are you doing, sir?
What am I doing? Oh, I'm going to the grocery.
Not, sir. Not Monday. Monday allowed, sir.
Why not?
Monday.
Yeah, but they said we're GCQ. We can go out any day we want now. That's what the cops told me.
Sige, sir.
Appreciate it. So yeah, he tried to limit me coming in because my pass is on. Basically, trying to stop me because my pass is Wednesday and Saturday, but we're in GCQ now, so it's supposed to be any day. So. This is the first time I've been here this early. Checking passes there. Thank you. Morning.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Welcome to Robinson Supermarket, Harvey Manolos. Enjoy your shopping.
Thank you.
Morning, sir.
You get a card, thank you. Salamat. That's cool. They got the whole crew out here. Welcome everybody. It's kind of cool. All right. Yeah, I just got word my aircon unit mover guy is coming. It's the same guys that came and cleaned the air cons for us, air conditionings for us a while back. With my construction, they need to move the outside units to make space for the roof to be able to go up against the house. So I had asked the contractors. They told me repeatedly, yes, no problem, we have it, we got it under control, we know how to do it. And our project It'll be done here in about 5-6 days. And last night they were like, "Oh, no, we cannot do it." And thankfully, I had my aircon guy says, "Yeah, we can do it." So I told my contractor, I was like, "Hey, I'm going to subtract the cost from what I'm paying you because you initially said and repeatedly have confirmed that you could move these units. So I'm not going to lose sleep over it either way. But it's just, they needed to say, hey, we can't do it, and I already had it done. So thankfully my guy wasn't busy. They were able to come out. They're on the way now. Move my aircon units out the way. Young man's up there right now. I can see it as I'm driving up. Working hard, welding in the support slats in between the bars to basically give it more support.